Good evening, teachers. My name is Nathanan Chompan. I'm from Thayom 6/3 at Pibun Mangsaran School. Does everyone still remember when did the epidemic of COVID-19 happen in Thailand? First of all, I want to explain the meaning of COVID-19 in case someone doesn't know. The word COVID-19 stands for Coronavirus Disease 2019. Well, and the spread of COVID-19 from the first wave to the present wave, how many people have been infected and died from this disease? From the past to present, the number of infected people in the world have reached 230 million. That's considered a relatively high number of infected people ever. Especially in Thailand, our country, which number of infected people reached 1.5 million in this year. However, this is an approximate number of people infected. If in reality, I think it's probably more than this for sure. The government has measures to strictly control the outbreak according to the situation. Every epidemic affects an economic recession, either in a broad or localized area. Many companies and factories were shut down. Many employees have to be quarantined to work from home. There are millions of people who lose their jobs or have their hours cut off. That has severely affected society for both high-risk groups and general people. For example, students and teachers are required to teach online because many schools have been ordered to close as well. For this reason, social inequalities arise. Some families have no access to modern technology. As a result, the students in this section are unable to access education as they should. The future of these children will probably be hopeless if not resolved quickly. Plus, there are also many groups of students who dropped out schools in the middle of the semester, faced with unemployment problems. Families who suffer from poverty and may become chronically poor. There are still informal workers who are not under the social protection system and foreign workers, both legal and illegal in our country. Some fresh graduates cannot find a job. The homeless population is likely to increase number. Elderly and disabled limitedly access to medical services. Merchants must face the problem of being unable to sell their products and incur losses. Even though these people have been killed by government since last year, but there have been issues of inadequacy of assistance, especially for the poor in remote areas. So that TDRI or Thailand Development Research Institute presented the policies and remedial measures they learned from past lessons, including looking ahead with a good vision. I personally agree with their policy. One of them is vaccine procurement and distribution policy, with the protections against infection because it will prevent infection and be able to continue working. Or if you infected, you don't need to go to hospital until the lack of money. In addition, speeding up vaccination of labor groups will help reduce the transmission rate because these people cannot work from home. So it's time for all Thai people to recognize the need of vaccinations and take them seriously and behave to prevent infection as much as possible. For example, wearing a mask when going outside. Regularly wash your hands and soap and alcohol. Keep a distance of at least 1 to 2 meters between each other. Finally, I hope the COVID-19 outbreak in Thailand will be over soon. Thank you for your attention.